Okay, so the problem I was having is that the car was not releasing, releasing, releasing from the gear, and it wouldn't shift. So I knew there was something wrong with the clutch hydraulics itself. So whether it's the slave cylinder below or the master cylinder here, something was happening. So what I ended up doing is replacing the slave and actually the master here, which I probably didn't have to replace, but for some reason I was having so much frustration with trying to get it to bleed, and I followed all the guidance that I could find in on the internet and YouTube, etc., and nothing was freaking working. And I bought all the stuff to pressurize from the top and pressurize from the below and sucking fluid through and pushing fluid through. None of it was working. Okay. And here's the problem. Here's the problem. Your master cylinder is at an angle. It's at an angle, and where that fluid is being occupied by air is right here. And actually, you can see there's a high point right here in this, fixed line. So the problem is, it doesn't matter whether you're pushing fluid, pressurizing it from here or through the slave. No matter what you do, you're not gonna push an air bubble with the little volume that you have coming through here. That's not going to push the air bubble out here. So what you have to do is you have to take these two bolts out, and obviously this pin, and you have to tilt this thing up. It's a fixed line, unfortunately, but you have to force this master, keep the cap on, force the master up, and then pump from the bottom. You can even use a hand, just pump fluid with a little hand pump, your DOT 3 or 4. Just pump it through the bottom. Like, follow the other guidance on, blocking your slave cylinder, etc., that you're gonna come across on the internet. Follow that guidance. But once you've got it blocked and you've got some sort of a way to pump fluid up, as long as you have somebody holding this cylinder up, that air bubble is going to drift out of here and into the, basically out the cap. I mean, it's capped, but the air bubbles will release to the top of this fluid. And once you've done that, so this is all still hooked up, you're just tilting it upwards. Just crank it upwards. You're gonna have to force it and hold it, but pushing the fluid from the bleed valve in the slave is going to eliminate this issue. And so once you've done that, once you've essentially tilted it and pumped it a few times, you're going to close that bleed valve and then put this back down all together again. And that's it. You're ready to rock. That'll fix it. You could probably do it, honestly, once you've released this, once you've taken this up and you've turned it and you're pushing fluid in, you're going to have that done in 15 minutes. In other words, it's, the only pain you're going to have is putting this thing back down and trying to get the slave bolted back up to the transmission. But yeah, as long as I did not say, have your slave hang down when you're pumping it. So you essentially have one continuous upward motion all the way up through here, up to this. One continuous upward motion is going to force that air out. But you got to take this master cylinder and force it up so the air bubble will come out of this spot, this area. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So hopefully that'll end all of the frustrations here with everybody having to do this. But I guarantee you that'll work. Talk to you. Bye.